I would like to introduce you to the Golm ski resort in Montafon in the following video and show you where it is and what you can do there. I already mentioned it's a really great family ski resort. Opaque, there's no organization for it, but I just want to show it to you in person. I was there for a day with my 14-year-old daughter and we just went skiing. What we experienced, we will show you now. For all individuals who, like me, didn't know where Golm actually is and maybe have never heard of the ski resort, I want to briefly show where the ski resort is located. And now let's go to the map. So I have already prepared that here, and the ski resort Monta is that the region Montafon is here. And then there's the ski resort near St. Galenkirch. It's called Silvretta Montafon, by the way. There's a video here on the channel. And in the village of Vandens, I hope I am pronouncing it correctly, there is the Valley Station, the Golm Mountain Railway numbers 1, 2 and 3. We can also take a look at that on the ski map that is available for reference. And in any case, here is the Valley Station where you can start. The next train station is also here in Vandens. There is the S4. By the way, you can also travel directly from Lindau am Bodensee without changing trains regularly. So not all trains go through. Sometimes you have to babble when changing trains, but it works with many things. You can then drive up to Golmen. And again, for drivers, you go through Bregenz, Linde, Bodensee, Bregenz to Bludenz. Then you turn off into the valley and arrive in Golm. It's a direct route through picturesque landscapes, ensuring a pleasant journey to your destination. The advantage is also that it is one of the first ski resorts in the valley. There is also the Branner Tal back here, another ski resort, but it is already one of the first ski resorts here. No need to go far, no need to keep driving. Sometimes it has advantages. I also rode with someone in the gondola who said we're here today because it's closer and a bit less of a drive. And that means from Stuttgart, for example, or also from Memmingen, you don't need long to get there, so I would say Memmingen 2 hours maximum. But I would estimate now without a gun, I would just roughly estimate now. You can also write it in the comments if I'm wrong. Yes, and that is the ski resort. You can observe it in this location, and it is convenient to reach there by train as well as by car. However, I think I'd prefer the train in your position. However, that's not to everyone's taste. So now let's proceed. What activities can you do in this ski resort? And I have already made the necessary preparations by obtaining the card. And I have to do that once more at this moment. And let us simply take a look at what you are able to do in that place. Yes, we have down here, the downhill run is currently closed, the 8th day of the month. However, we currently have the Golmebahn 1 down here, that's the one going up here now. Then we have the Golmebahn 2 here and the Golmebahn 3 here. And once you take any of these, you're already up on the mountain. And the height of the mountain is 1,892 meters, as you can see here. And that means you are already quite high up and relatively snowshoe up there. So, and here you can see a stunning combination of blue and red slopes that create a beautiful visual contrast. And that's what makes this ski resort for me. It has a nice variety. At first it sounds like very little, 44 kilometers, but we have 13 kilometers of blue slopes, 12 kilometers of red slopes, and you can vary them wonderfully, and I think that's great for families, and also 2 kilometers of black slopes. And this may be the first time. This is the Diablo descent. It is back here, it is black, and you come through this ski tunnel. It is small now. There is no giant ski tunnel now. You can start, and here it goes, steeply downhill. I honestly did not drive that. And if you now especially take this lift here, the Außengolbenbahn, then you cannot go up, and then you think you have to ski the black slope. That's not true. That's what I want to tell everyone. I didn't dare to take this elevator at first. Along this black slope, but you can say that you can go back through this tunnel, and there is a small conveyor belt that pulls you over, and then you come back to the red slope here. I particularly suggest the 5er descent, which goes in this direction and then proceeds with the 4 to Matschwitz until the Matschwitz quadruple chairlift. And from there you have the option to go back up once more. This is a beautiful route. It always goes nicely through the forest. It is quite pleasant. And up here it is a bit challenging and nice to ride. Very, very nice. However, it should be noted that even at the back, all descents are remarkably and consistently feasible in nature. More demanding, but if you're practiced, you won't have any problem. You see, that's all combined and you can choose every time whether you prefer blue or red. And here you can also see blue and red are combined in one descent. That means it's not like it's extremely difficult to drive. Fits well. Middle station for boarding, alighting. Small pedestrian paths are present and can be utilized at this location. Yes. So this is fine, and here there is also something similar. I almost believe there are vacation homes and also country schools. I saw a whole school class that arrived there, or that was, I think, up here, but really cool. So that is the ski resort for now. As I said, 13 kilometers blue, 12 kilometers red, and 2 kilometers black. That is 44 kilometers. The downhill run, which is 9 kilometers in length, goes down to this location. Of course, it is no longer open now. Now you can only drive up to the middle station. Then the topic is currently over. That's a pity. Why does it indicate it's closed already? That implies you can only drive up to this point now. That is simply because the current snow conditions in the lower areas are not as good as they were before, of course. What is nice, I think the fireplace offer is great. Let's go into it again specifically. And the ski area has embraced sustainability. How should I say? It really wants to address the issue of sustainability and has made a concrete effort. This particular lift, known as the Hüttenkopfbahn, is partially operated using the sustainable power of solar energy. As per the Bern Society, 1/3 of the seats, each third seat, are powered by solar energy sources. The Valley and the Mount station have been covered with solar cells, and I find that totally elegant solved. Really, really nice and good initiative, I think. Yes, what I also didn't do, testing the ski tours here, testing the ski routes, that's no longer for me. We actually tested more of the blue slopes and it was actually very nice to ski. What's now for kids? I want to say that. If you arrive and you are not very skilled, there is a small lift down here, the Innerbach lift. He is also new. You can practice wonderfully there. This is right next to the Valley station, the cable car, and I think ski schools will also use it. But I don't know exactly, but I'll just assume that now. Yes, and then up here, now let's scroll in properly. Then there is the kindergarten here, then there is the Golmi land here, and here there is also Golmi's Wild World, which is like a fun slope, and here also Golmi's Wave Garden and also the Witch Forest. All for kids, very nice. My recommendation, do the whole thing like that. Snow Protection Sports School is also there. Enjoy. At the mountain station. And yes, I located the ski resort. We had an extremely enjoyable day there with my daughter. And all the people I asked there in a lift always said they liked the ski area. It's small, it's familiar, it's worth a trip. That's why I'd like to recommend it to you. If you haven't heard of Golm or the ski resort, go there, give it a try, especially with family. Really great and nice to drive. So what did I actually forget? And I have 2 more things that I forgot, which are now outside the winter area, and I would like to show you on the other map. Anna, we can have a brief look at the activities for children on the website in advance, and I hope you can see it to some extent. So, then you have a drag lift up there, which is accomplished in this manner, and it is situated right near the mountain station. We need to check immediately where it is. I don't see him here now, but I think he was somewhere in this area. That's not the little one here, is it? Or that's the little one back here. Ah, that's the little one back here. You can also reach it well via blue slopes. This is specifically for children, they say here. For families, you can simply make the whole thing easier there. Then the Innerbach drag lift already shown at the Valley Station. Also a beautiful picture, Valley Station in the back. And then you have the Golmi Forest. The family slope at Golm and Golmi's Wild World, that's also new, as you can see, and the Wave Garden. Truly, truly a large amount. And naturally, there is also the Golm Snow Sports School. Definitely, truly, truly pleasant children's offers for young and old. And now on to the other activities, which I would like to show you briefly for the summer. I don't even know what else there is in the summer. I can envision that they have a considerable amount there. However, I still desire to mention it in this location, the Golm Forest Slide Park. If you take the cable car up here, you can observe numerous slides down below, actual tube slides where you can slide through. And that means in the summer you hike up or you drive up and then you can slide down these slides. Definitely a very nice change for the whole family. Definitely fun. I would be more the one who would walk past it, but maybe not. Let's take a look. And then something focused on children's education or adult education and their learning needs. I was with my daughter and I have to take a quick look at where this is. Exactly, in the Lunar Seawork showroom, which is a pumped storage power plant, and inside the admission is also free. You can wonderfully take a look at the functioning of a power plant, and you can even look inside the power plant room. There are panoramic windows, you can see everything there, the whole control, all the generators, even pumps. And worth a recommendation, my daughter, who is 14 as mentioned, did not know a pumped storage power plant yet and found it very interesting. Free, you see here, opens at 8 o'clock and I think it's open all the time. So my recommendation is, let's check the opening hours, which are always from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. from Monday to Friday. Can you just go into the power plant? And this is located at the middle station. Additionally, you have the option to reach this place by car for parking your vehicle. In other cases, I suggest the parking areas in the vicinity of the Golmbahn station located here. There is the 1, 2, or 3. And now a story on the side. Of course, I had left the light on in the morning from our car, my mother's car, where we had driven there. And what is natural in the evening? At that time, the car will no longer start. And as a non-driver, it was naturally very amusing once more. And then I phoned the ADAC, or more precisely the Austrian ADAC, and within 20-30 minutes they arrived and returned it to the municipal depots, and then I was able to resume driving. When you don't drive a car often, that's what happens. Okay, what else is there to say? Oh yes, the ski pass, now I can switch the camera back on. The ski pass is regulated so that there is the wild pass available from 2 days, valid for the entire region. It includes Brandnertal, Silvretta Montafon, and 1 or 2 other smaller ski resorts like Gargelen. If you only want to ski there, you can get ski passes for up to 2.5 days, and then it works too. You must make a decision regarding that, and now you can debate whether that is good or not. You have now implemented dynamic pricing, which implies that you reserve it as soon as possible, similar to the train or the plane, specify the date, and then conveniently obtain the day ski passes or the ski passes, preferably make an advance booking online. Good, that's it about Golm in Montafon Transparency. No assignment, just wanted to introduce ski resort to you, and as I said, I think it's worth a trip for families. Whoever is still interested in the region, I recommend watching the videos about Gargelen that I made, or about Silvretta Montafon. They're now available later. On the other hand, as I said, you can also check it out. It's a ski pass, you can ski there. And I hope you have a good time, a fantastic ski season, or an amazing ski season next year. See you then.